Hey there, comic friends. Time for me to order some comics. I figured, well, I'm ordering, might as well do it live, right? So here we are live, and we'll see if we can get some comics ordered. I'm gonna share my Boom Studios page here. Well, not Boom Studios, Discount Comic Book Service. I'm actually on Boom Studios. Let's just start out with that. Check it out and see what we can come up with. Let me get over here. Make sure everything looks the way it's supposed to. Get my chat bar up there. Okay, so Boom Studios. And I have already put one comic on my list. I don't get a lot of Boom Studio books. They tend to be more expensive, to be quite honest, than a lot of others do. And a lot of it doesn't always interest me, but I am putting the final issue of Kloss on my list. Finally, we'll finish up this whole story. I don't know how enamored I've been with the story or not, but it's been okay. But this far into it, right? Might as well get the rest of the way. Makes a certain amount of sense. We got the Lumberjanes and Gotham Academy crossover. That's really intriguing to me. Not getting it, but it's really interesting. Whole idea of it. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Let's see. I was thinking there was something else from Boom that I was gonna get, or I had been getting. Oh, Weavers, of course. So, but first there's this, and I'm curious about this. This is Sombra, issue 1 of 4. It's written by Justin Jordan, and I just don't know. I'm kind of hot and cold on Justin Jordan. Says here, tackles a provocative topic: the violent drug cartels of Mexico, partnering with artistic Raul, however you say his name, who lives in Mexico and is drawing his firsthand experiences to inform the story. So it's a DEA agent who disappears in Mexico years ago, has resurfaced, and is now out brutalizing some of the cartels he was sent to investigate. His daughter has been tasked with stopping him by any means necessary. Perfect for fans of Scalped and novels A Heart of Darkness and Savages, or the film Apocalypse Now, which I like all of those things. So probably going to go on the list of things to get. And then I'll have to decide whether or not I really want to keep it or not, but I'm going to put it in the cart. Just intriguing enough that I will do that. And of course, Weaver is going to pick up the third issue of Weavers. The first issue is interesting. Really like the art for it. So that's my Boom Studios. We'll move on to Dark Horse. See what we got as far as Dark Horse stuff goes. Let's see. Abe Sapien number 30. I think there's only like, oh, I don't want that one. That must be a reissue. That's a reissue. I wonder why that one's there. That's really strange that that one's even listed. Because pretty sure I've read this one. Yeah. See, it came out in January. That's really strange. I'm going to get number 35, though. I think there's 2 issues after this one. So almost done with the Abe Sapien stuff. So pick that up. Not into the Aliens franchise, at least not as far as comic books go. Let's see here. Avatar, Airbender. I am going to get Baltimore Empty Graves, issue number 4. Ben Steinbeck. I really like Ben Steinbeck. Like his Baltimore work. Glad to see him back on some of the Baltimore stuff. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to pick up Black Hammer. This is a reissue, but it's still really, it's the, this is the first time it's actually come out. Reissue because the artist had something going on, something pretty significant, and so it delayed the book. And instead of creating a situation where they would, get a few issues out and then have massive delay between issues, they just decided to stop it and then re-solicit it. So pretty much looking forward to this. Once they were heroes, but that age has long since passed, banished from existence by the multiversal crisis. The old champions of Spiral City, Abraham Slam, Golden Gale, Colonel Weird, Madame Dragonfly, and Barbalian, now lead simple lives in a timeless farm town. Even as they try to find their way home, Trouble has a unique way of finding the heroes wherever they are. And it just looks cool. I'm hoping that this is something that Jeff Lemire has a great voice for. See, I'm going to be getting that. Was briefly tempted by Bounty, the 10-issue miniseries put out by Curtis Webb, artist Mindy Lee. But I don't think I'm going to get that. Kind of dialed back on getting some of the new stuff. Too much new stuff. So Hell on Earth, 143, of course. I think we're getting close to the end as far as the Hell on Earth stuff. So curious to see how that all plays out. But always pick that up. BPRD is good stuff. Magnolia Universe is just really cool in general. Skip the Buffy stuff because I am not a Buffy fan. Oh, probably should have picked up this. I didn't pick up issue 1, so I'm not going to pick it up now. I'll pick up trade if I hear some good stuff about it. The artist on it is Pete Wood, and I like Pete Woods. The 9 families of world civilization from the shadows for time beyond memory. Now, for the first time, they are being hunted. Family leaders begrudgingly forge an alliance to discover the hunter's identity. But in so doing, they only place themselves in greater danger. Well, that really tells me enough to really know exactly what it's about, but yeah. Thinking I should have jumped on this too. Depth H. I didn't. So I may look at it in trades also. Let's see. Lots of Frank Azzetta stuff. Harrow County. I may come back and pick up the second trade of Harrow County, depending on what my budget looks like. House of Penance, issue 4. I've liked the first 2 issues I've read. The art is just really trippy on it. Story's somewhat interesting too. So clearly I'll keep picking it up. That was issue 4 of 6 for it. Of course, pick up Lobster Johnson. Any of those. This is the end of that mini-series, of course. Some Mass Effect stuff. Massive. Lots of mind management, trades. Lone Wolf stuff. Let's see. Predator. No. Some Sin City stuff. The Massive Ninth Wave. It's interesting. The Massive Ninth Wave is getting a library edition also. The Massive just got a library edition itself. So, curious. I mean, I don't know that many people. It doesn't seem like that read the book for it to demand a library edition. So that's kind of kind of odd. So that is it for Dark Horse. DC Comics is going to be real easy because I am going to take the bundles, basically. So here is one of the bundles I'm going to take. This is the #1 bundle, the May 2016 DC Universe Rebirth Bundle #1. And it has 19 issues. So I'd be paying 19 issues, paying $28.31 for 19 issues. So that is going to get me. So this really isn't the #1s. This is like the #2s and stuff. So Action Comics $9.59, $9.60, Aquaman 2 and 3, Batman 2 and 3, Detective Comics $9.36 and $37, Flash 2 and 3, Green Arrow 2 and 3, Green Lantern 2 and 3, Superman 2 and 3, Wonder Woman 2 and 3, and Titans #1. So I think that's the bundle that I picked up the last time, plus some extras, I think. And then there is the Rebirth Bundle #2, which has 11 issues for $16.39. So what I basically paid $40 for about 30 issues, it seems like, somewhere around there. Doing the quick math. This one includes the Justice League Rebirth, Justice League #1, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps Rebirth, Hal Jordan and the Corps #1, Batgirl and Birds of Prey Rebirth. They got a Rebirth issue, huh? Batgirl, Nightwing Rebirth, Nightwing, Hellblazer Rebirth, Red Hood and the Outlaws Rebirth, and New Superman #1. So I'm picking up those bundles. But I am not going to pick up the variant. Did I pick that bundle up already? I'll have to double check. I can't remember if I clicked on that one or not. It's not showing up in my cart now, though. So, and then, of course, I am going to get the Vertigo bundle. Let me check my comments real quick. So Brandon says he's gonna skip Black Hammer. No, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm pretty excited for it, so I'm gonna get it. Let's see here. Yeah, lately though he has been shaky. But most of my opinion is he's been shaky on most of the corporate comics. This is his own thing. And I think of his own thing, maybe it'd be a little more interesting. Of course, Plutona wasn't really gripping though, was it either? Yeah. What's this the month for? This is for the month of July. And Brandon, you must have missed me picking up House of Penance because yes, I did pick it up. It's got a wonderful cover of a hand with an eyeball on the back of it. So, and I'm going to pick up the Vertigo bundle. It's got a couple issues in it that I don't necessarily want, but I still think as a whole, I'm picking up enough of the stuff that it's still cheaper for me to go this route. So this is all 50% off. So I'm looking at 10 issues for $21.90. And one of the books is an anthology, and it's normally an $8 book. So I think that's the vampire book is the anthology. So this bundle is going to include the American Vampire Anthology, Clean Room #10, Art Ops #10, Red Thorn, and then Follow #9, Sheriff of Babylon #8, Lucifer #8, Suiciders, Kings of LA #5, Darker Than Deadly, it says 56, which I know isn't right. It must be the last issue, I would guess, and Astro City #37. So the things I wouldn't have normally gotten out of that is the Astro City and the American Vampire Anthology. But I've read some other American Vampire stuff, and I do enjoy it. So an anthology of that might be pretty cool. So we're going to pick that up also. So I'm going to scroll past most of this stuff because those 3 bundles pretty much take up all of the books that I would normally be buying as individuals. Here's that American anthology, American Vampire Anthology. Let's see. Scott Snyder, Raphael Albuquerque will be joined by other amazing creators such as Kieran Gillen, Steve Orlando, Margaret Bennett, Elliot Clan, Jolene Jones, Clay McLeod Champion, and many more. So interesting mix of people. So I will be picking that up. I'm actually pretty curious about that. Kind of peruse through these just to kind of see what's going on. I'm excited, to tell you the truth. I'm excited about a lot of these new DC comics. I'm curious to see what Hope Larson is going to do with Batgirl, for instance. With Raphael Albuquerque doing the art on it, should be pretty cool. So we're looking at, the basic plot line is for this is in order to up her game, Babs travels to Japan on a quest to train with the most elite modern combat masters of the East. But when a chance meeting with an old friend puts the target on her back, Batgirl may need to use her new skills to solve a deadly mystery. So I think it's going to be closer to the older Batgirl, but still hang on to some of the charm, I guess it would be, of the Burnside Batgirl. We're strictly looking forward to Batgirl and the Birds of Prey, just because Birds of Prey get my people's backs together again. Looking forward to checking that out. Should be interesting. All new creators on that to see exactly what that's going to all pan out. Of course, super excited for all of the Tom King Batman, because Tom King's just been firing on all cylinders here lately. So be curious to see what that ends up being like. And see, some of these, I actually have to go through this because some of these comics are still being, there's still some of the old books are being put out. So I think there's still some Hellblazers for me to order, and some things like that. Well, maybe not Hellblazer though, because I think Hellblazer's already done. Maybe kind of check through this just to make sure that there's nothing that I didn't get. Of course, there's the Clean Room, which I got in my bundle, so I don't think about it so much. They're still selling. Discount Comic Book Service still has a surplus of the Convergence books. They are now selling Convergence for 35 cents an issue for the DC's Convergence stuff. So you can pretty much get, almost all of the stuff now for the Convergence. Not as much, but the last couple of months they've been selling for 50 cents, 35 cents, stuff like that. So, but yeah, kind of cool. Oh, look. You can now get the Robo Batman. And he actually goes inside the robot suit for $50. $34 for me, but still, yikes. Oh, I got a Wonder Woman action figure there too with the sword and the shield. I really wish they would move her away from the sword. I'm sure I'm probably the only person who has an issue with that, but I really wish they'd move away from the sword. I do. See here, they're still, Dr. Fate's still going. Rebirth hasn't stopped it yet. Same with Earth 2 Society. So kind of interesting. Of course, we're getting the Flash, and I'm not picking up the Flintstones. Yabba dabba do. I'm not picking up Future Quest either, even though it sounds like that was first issue is pretty awesome anyway. Looks good anyway. Hadn't read it, but let's see. Green Arrow, Green Lanterns. I'm picking up all that. Can't believe I'm going to be reading Green Lantern books. That's going to be strange. So Harley Quinn. I do like this cover. Issue 30 of Harley Quinn. I just like it. I like her name written on her like that is pretty cool. Pretty cool. So this isn't very exciting, me going through the DC stuff when I pretty much... Okay, so there isn't a new Hellblazer. It's just the Hellblazer Rebirth. So... course, the Justice League starts. Let's see here. Hey, I hear that Legends of Wonder Woman got picked up again, so that's pretty cool. This is issue 8. I didn't pick this up. Clearly, I made a mistake by not picking it up. Most things, I guess I'll be scrambling to get in trade because I didn't pick it up. Late enough now, I don't think I can pick up the single issues to do that. See, see here, new Suicide Squad is still coming out. So I'm glad I went through this because clearly I'm gonna pick that up. I've been having fun with the Suicide Squad, and I love this cover. This cover is hilarious. Her swinging the hammer. Of course, the hammer's there. Yeah, it's her growing up, basically, right? That's a cool cover. So be picking that up for sure. Make sure I got that. I don't think there's anything else that's still running that I haven't picked up in a bundle somewhere, but we will just doubly make sure. Let's see, Superman stuff. Titans are still running. Let's see here. I already got the unfollow, which is pretty awesome. I haven't seen any of these covers. There's the cover to Wonder Woman #2. Assuming this is Steve Trevor, our young Wonder Woman there. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Despite this awesome cover, I'm not picking this up. But it's Wonder Woman Celebrates 75-year hardcover. That Cliff Chang. I know some people don't like Cliff Chang Wonder Woman. I think Cliff Chang's Wonder Woman is like over the top awesome. So certainly better than this Wonder Woman. The Finch Wonder Woman. And yes, that's it. That's it for my DC books. Pretty exciting, huh? No, not really. But let's go down to Dynamite Entertainment. I can't remember if there's any books that I pick up from Dynamite or not, so I'll have to kind of look it over. And I'm going to switch back over to the comments for a second here. Let's see here. Yeah, Dr. Fate going 14 issues is pretty incredible, really, because that amazing anyway. So, yeah. Who doesn't like Cliff Chang? I will fight them, definitely. Okay, so I'm going to look through Dynamite real quick here. I don't really think that there's anything that's in Dynamite that I'm that interested in, but I need to double check just to make sure there isn't something that I started getting and forgot about. Excuse me. This is one of those times where sometimes my memory fails me and I pay for it by ordering something or ordering something because I think I was getting it, and the last moment I decided I wasn't. Just have a hard time getting into most of Dynamite's stuff. Oh. Yeah, there isn't anything that I'm getting Dynamite-wise. So I'm going to go to IDW. Normally don't pick up a lot of stuff from IDW either. Mostly IDW translates to me as being expensive, just because they're the ones that sell all of the all the artist edition stuff and whatnot. And that's what I get suckered into a lot. Of course, I'm going to pick up this is Archangel number 3. Number 1 just came out this week. I haven't read it yet, but it being William Gibson, I'm interested as far as that, with wonderful covers by Tula Latoya. So I'll be getting it. Don't need the Back to the Future stuff. Or the Donald Duck stuff, for that matter. Dungeons and Dragons. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Lots of Godzilla. Look at that. IDW is doing 50 essentials, bundle 1 and bundle 2. I'm not sure exactly what is in those bundles. And bundle 3. But they are $341, $359, and $328 respectively. But it doesn't tell me what it is. That's at 35% off. It's normally 500 and something. So I don't know what's in those 50 essentials, but holy cows. Oh no, see, here's the problem right there. Jack Kirby's Commandy Artist Edition, Volume 2. I have Volume 1 and it's awesome. But for me to afford to buy it, I had to, I skipped buying DC Comics for an entire month just to buy it. And that's not discounted. There's no discount on this one. That's interesting. Because normally it's like $75 discounted. I'm almost sure of it. I didn't pay that much for the first one. So, they must have decided they were losing money on those. Doing them as a discount, I guess. I don't know how else to interpret that. So, but interesting. Mars Attacks, Max. Mickey Mouse, Micronauts, My Little Ponies. Tempted in this, though, even though that cover doesn't look very good. This is the New Mutants. Cover looks cool here, though. This is the New Mutants Bill Sekowitz Marvel Artist Select hardcover. So each deluxe hardcover in this series features a collection of never before released together. This oversized limited edition hardcover celebrates legendary Bill Sekowitz complete run on the New Mutants and X-Men Unlimited 43. Each copy of this 999 copy limited edition hardcover slipcase, hand numbered and signed bullet points signed by Bill Sekowitz. This collection of stories will only be available in this limited edition run. Exclusive slip cover, bonus, blah blah blah. Almost $100. Pretty awesome. I mean, I have all the singles. That still looks pretty cool. What else we got? Popeye, no. Powerpuff Girls, no. Not interested in Rom either. Really, Rom wasn't a very fun toy, just to let you know. I mean, his limbs weren't articulate. His legs barely moved. His arms moved. He had a ray gun, and his eyes was not that cool. So I don't understand the draw people have to the Rom comic book. But clearly, maybe there's something better about the comic book than the action figure, I guess, because he wasn't much of an action figure, at least not from my perspective. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not for me. Transformers, not for me. I'm too old to be into Transformers, I guess, or something. Walt Disney Comics. Let's see. That is it. I sometimes wonder if I should have been picking up, Weird Love, just because it sounds like a strange and fun book. But anyway, let's go to Image Comics, because we know how expensive Image Comics ends up being. We'll look at the no Grumpy Cat for me. and yeah, most IDW books are $4.99. It seems like they're expensive, and discount comic book service doesn't really break it down that much. It's still one of the more expensive books. I only get a 35% discount as opposed to a 40 or whatever. So yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Huh. Well, I didn't get a catalog from Discount Comic Book Service. Why do you rate to get one, Eric? Longbox Review is saying he gets a catalog. I don't get a physical catalog. But anyway. And yes, I am very old. The gray hair proves it. Yeah, well, you know what? Weird Love, I would get it if I really been paying attention to it and picked it up in the beginning. I don't want to pick it up at issue 13. Not that it really matters, because right, it's individual stories in it. So it's one of those things I could go back and get. But I'm at that tipping point of collecting comics where I can't really keep up with reading any more than I would get. So that's where I am. So let's start out with some Image Comics. See if there's anything that Image puts out that I would be interested in. Ha! So there's lots of stuff, but let's see here. Birthright issue number 17. I know some people haven't been digging this as much. I'm still enjoying it. I'm still entertained by the thing. Maybe it's not as wowing as those initial issues are, but I still really enjoying it. And I still think that Andre Brayson is brilliant on the art for that book. So I'll definitely be picking it up. Looks like no Bitch Planet this month. It's just trades. Get issue 4 of Black Road here. I've learned to like a good Viking story when Brian Wood is writing it. Dig Gary Brown's pencils and Dave McCraig's colors on it. So I'll be picking it up. Of course, there's a new issue of Black Science. I would picking it up to beginning of a new story arc. So I'll be getting that one. If there ever is Casanova on the list to be pulled, I will always be picking up Casanova. It takes forever for an issue to come out between Matt Fraction and the twins, it seems, but it is always brilliant as far as I'm concerned. Not getting into the Chew stuff, of which nowadays there's a lot. That thing's been around, 70-some issues, though, so I guess that explains that. I don't need any Walking Dead action figures. Let's see. No new Deadly Class this time around either. That's a bummer. I am going to get Discipline issue number 5. I think this is the end of, if not this one, the next one's the issue of the first arc of that bizarre book that I'm still not sure it's good, but I'm going to pick it up anyway. Keep picking it up anyway. East to West, which there's no cover for on this one. I will certainly be getting it. It is all been good. Back up here a second. Empty Zone. I'm not getting this in singles. I'm going to have to go pick up the trades, though, because I tell you what, this Jason Sean Alexander, his art is brilliant. At Emerald City Comic Con, I got to look at full-size, of course, original artwork from him from the pages of that book. And holy cows, that thing looks awesome. Just incredible. Well, I'll be picking up the Fix number 4. This has been an absolutely hilarious comic, and this cover slays me because this means that somehow they are flying the plane, which of course they shouldn't be flying a plane. This is a goofball detective who's a criminal. This is Pretzels the dog. Pretzels the dog is a drug sniffer. And I'm assuming that's a stewardess, but that's going to be hilarious. So I'm not getting the Fuse, not getting the Hawaiian Dick stuff either. Tempted by this. This is another new book, new sci-fi book. I love that cover because I love the moon she's staying on with all the skeletals on it and whatnot. So basically, however you say this character's name, Zia Malin, thought she'd fought her very last war until she learned her planet was targeted for occupation by the desperate world called Earth. The people of Earth will be told that her arrival on their planet means an invasion. These are the lies. This is the retaliation. Skybound's newest original series for Brandon Thompson, The Adventures of Mira Mercury, Juan Gideon, Ghost Racers, and Frank Martin, East to West. Frank Martin must be the letterist, I would guess. We'll show you that survival isn't just a human instinct. I just don't know if I can take on another. I mean, the first issue is only $1.49, right? So clearly I'm going to get it. And this is how I get too many books on my pull, people. Those first issues are cheap. And so I get them on my pull, and then I never get them back off my pull. Inevitably what ends up happening, it seems. And there's The Hunt, which I'm not intrigued by that cover, really. Dream or reality. For a long time, teenager Orla Roach couldn't tell them apart. And now The Hunt is coming with its nightmare world of the restless dead. This intense story of survival, The Hunt, is a supernatural horror tale that will give Irish mythology a distinct modern twist. Yeah, I'm not feeling that, I don't think. Of course, I can skip all the image first because all these image first things, I actually own the first sub. So let's see here. I'm going to pick up issue 9 of Island. God knows when it'll really come out. I'm not getting Jupiter's Legacy. I pretty much swore off all Mark Millar's stuff. Super excited for this, though, because Lazarus is back. Picking that up for sure. No new issue of Low this month, so that. Mechanism. See, it looks like it has to do with mechs, and I'm really not that interested in mechs. In the aftermath of an alien invasion, a prototype military robot is rushed into the field before it is combat ready. Now attached to a group of survivors, it studies them to learn what it means to be human. Will it come to understand man as a noble creature worth preserving, or the human race isn't worth saving at all? And it is written and art by Raphael Enko. Killing that last name, I know. And the cover's by them too. Kind of like the art, but no, gonna get that. Nope. Let's see. I'm not getting Nailbiter. Probably should have. No new Nowhere Men this month either. Gee, do I want the Odyssey coloring book? Adult coloring book and activity book. Ooh. If it wasn't $9, I'd probably check it out because I really like the Odyssey. But I don't think I can color it as well as what Christian Ward does. Paper Girls is back. Super stoked about that. Definitely be checking that out in the dark future of 1988. Boy, do you remember 1988? I kind of do. It was actually a tough year, to be truthful. Pretty deadly trade. I don't read the profit. Not getting rat queens. I don't see a revival. Gosh, does that mean revival is done? I may have already ordered the last revival. Wow. Wow. Huh. Ringside. Rocher limits all done. Of course, I will be picking up Rumble. It's just a fun book. Love the art and it. Let's be picking it up. Savage Dragon. Can't believe that thing's still around. Who reads Savage Dragon? I'm picking up She-Wolf just because I like the trippy art in it, if nothing else. So I'll be getting it. Can't believe that Sex is still around too. I mean, not the act, but the comic book. I just thought those first 5 or 6 issues were duller than dull. So, Shutter. No Shutter this month. It looks like just trades are out. I'm not picking up Snot Girl. Are you guys picking up Snot Girl? Are you? Better go back here and read some stuff. Let's see. Okay, so Brandon's picking up Snot Girl. Okay. I really like the very first part of Jupiter's Legacy, and then quickly fell off of it. And I'm just not a fan of Mark Millar's work. It seems to me most of the time his last issues of everything he does, he jacks the price up crazy and drags it out forever before we actually get to see it. So there you go. And Revival skipped a month. Yes, as Brandon tells us that he was born in 1988, and that was me and Eric had already graduated from high school. Me and Longbox Review had already graduated from high school by the time 1988 came out. So that was like, yeah. But I don't know. I'm not gonna get Snot Girl. It's a cheap book and whatnot, and Brian O'Malley has done some great stuff in the past. But no, I just don't think I'm gonna give it a shot. I am gonna pick up mostly there's no new Southern Bastards either. I think it's on another hiatus. So this may be a light week for me, a light month for me as far as Image Books goes, which is probably okay. To have a break in some of the stuff. The Spread, Starlight. Let's see. Of course, I will be picking up Stray Bullets, because Stray Bullets is just amazing. David Lapham does some awesome stuff. I'm really surprised that Sunshine of Roses, that this arc, naming it this, has been going on as long as it has. Because in the past they've lasted, I don't know, 6 to 12 issues at most, and then you get something different. So let's see. Get past all the overstocked stuff. No new. They're Not Like Us either, so not getting a Think Tank. Now, see, this is one of the ones I was trying to decide whether I wanted to get also. This is The Throwaways, written by Caitlin Kittredge. She wrote Coffin Hill. So part of me is interested in that, but I don't know that I'm interested in the actual concept of the story is my problem. I'm more interested in the people who are on the book than the actual story itself. So throw away a noun, disposable asset used for a single mission. 2, a disavowed assassin meant to die alongside their target. Abby Palmer and Dean Logan are two broken people. Abby, a vet with severe PTSD, and Dean, a burnout, trying to escape the shadow of his infamous father when they are thrust into a modern day MK Ultra conspiracy and discover they are both ultra human experiments. So probably going to give this a miss, despite the fact wanting to support the creators that are on it. Of course, I will be ticking up Tokyo Ghost. This is issue 9. I hear now that Tokyo Ghost is ending at issue 10, at least for the time being. But I'm going to read it while it's around. So I am enjoying it. Of course, I can skip the Walking Dead stuff because I don't read Walking Dead. Let's see, Wicked and Divine, issue number 21. Of course, I'll be picking up Wicked and Divine. Rising Action, part 4. Fight, fight, fight. Really? There hasn't already been enough fighting going on? Amazing. But anyway, definitely picking it up. And that's it. That's it for Image Comics. Not very many. So we're going to move on to Marvel. Flip over here to my comments again real quick. The first part of Jupiter's Legacy had the worst release schedule ever. Biggie Hall says, and that's true. That's quietly. Quietly is very slow, but he's also very good. And Brad says he's only getting 8 Image issues the entire month. It's crazy light month. It is for me too, clearly, you know. So it's going to be, yeah, I know. Not reading The Walking Dead. It's un-American. I don't have to read it. I can watch it on TV, right? So, yeah. Lots of blood in the Wicked and Divine books. Cool. It's just so crazy with the way that book has been to start out with and now what it's turned into. And yeah, I know we're not all fans of the Marvel stuff. I do read some of it, and some of it I really enjoy. But this will be a quick fly through, I think, because a lot of this stuff is going to start being tied into things that I have no interest in, I would bet. So I've been slowly dropping the books, or they have been canceling them for me. So I haven't had to worry about it. I am curious about this though. Why have they started doing, is it because it's the Civil War? Oh, that's what it is. Let's say, just as an example, this Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 7, this black banner above. So they cut what, a tenth of the cover off for this big old banner. And then they slap Civil War 2 down here, really jacking up your cover art. So, and here's All New Wolverine, same thing. It's like, damn it. So clearly, Civil War is going to start polluting all the books I read. So this could be a challenge for me to decide what I'm getting and not getting, or not challenge at all. This will just nail it down for me that I'm not getting a lot of this stuff. I have chosen not to keep getting Astonishing Ant-Man. I think last month will be the last one I get. So yeah, I really shouldn't even look to see what this is about. Oh, issue 10, we finally learned why it is that Scott landed himself in prison, which I would be curious to know, but I'm not willing to pick up the comic book to find out, I guess. So, it's interesting. They're still selling Black Panther #1. And I'm not going to keep getting Black Panther either. I know everybody else is loving it to death, thinking it's the best thing ever. I just didn't really enjoy issue #2 all that much. I couldn't get into it, so I'm not getting it. I am going to keep getting Black Widow. This doesn't seem to be tied in yet to the whole Civil War thing, so that's cool. I feel like a lot of the stories being told by Chris Samney, and I've really been enjoying it. I mean, you can see here the credits, the writers, Chris Samney and Mark Waid, and then artist Chris Samney. So I really think that probably Chris has a lot more to do with the storytelling, and you can tell by the art that it's much more story driven. I am not picking up Sam Wilson Captain America anymore, and this is why. The whole Civil War II thing here and him being tired between the two sides, I just do not care. So I'm done with that too. Of course, I'm not getting Captain Marvel or Carnage or any of the Star Wars stuff. I'm clearly not picking up the Secret Wars 2 stuff. Lots of variant covers for the thing. Holy cows. Lots and lots and lots of them. Basically, it has Civil War, and I'm not getting it all. So, issue 9 of Daredevil. I'm going to keep getting this. Hong Kong Hustlers and Spider-Man. It's a different artist again, though. Goran Saduska. So I don't know what happened to Garney. I liked Garney's art, so but I'm gonna get that. I've been enjoying it. I am not getting the Daredevil Punisher. I got the first issue. I'm stuck with the second issue. I am not, after some of the FUPA art panels that are in issue 1. I'm not going any farther with that book. Did not enjoy it at all. Of course, I can skip all of the Red Tool stuff. I mean, Deadpool stuff. I'm going to keep picking up Doctor Strange because Doctor Strange has been fun. I find this cover frustrating if I was going to be talking about covers because what the hell? They didn't even do a background of any sort whatsoever. But I've been really digging Doctor Strange. So pick it up. I thought Drax was going to be written by the wrestler dude, CM Punk. Or is that just a short or something? That's actually written by Cullen Bunn, but okay, I can skip the Emperor stuff. Guardians of the Galaxy, no thank you. Guidebook to the Marvel Cinema World, no thank you. Gwenpool, no, thank you. Howard the Duck, no, thank you. Lots of clearance on No More Illuminati. Don't read Iron Man of any sort. Yeah, just lots of stuff I don't get. Oh, sigh. Knew it was going to happen, right? Really? She's calling Captain Marvel a phony? Huh. Well, I'll be getting this because clearly I'm getting all the Ms. Marvel stuff. Not excited about the fact that it's a tie-in that I don't care about, but I will be getting it anyway. This blows my mind that Patsy Walker, aka Hellcat, is a Civil War tie-in. Seriously? When fallout from the battlefields of Civil War II hits close to home, Patsy is forced to take stock of her life as a hero and to face what it really costs to be aka Hellcat. I'm going to keep picking this up. I have been kind of enjoying it. It's been amusing, so I'll keep picking it up. I'm not happy about this being a tie-in either, but I am going to pick it up anyway because it has been fun. They have been telling some fun stories, and it's been a good laugh, so I will keep getting it. I know I don't need to get the Punisher. The Steve Dillon art was way too much for me to handle just the first issue, so I'm done with that. Not getting Silk, even though it's part of the Spider-Women crossover. Not getting Spider-Gwen, because yuck. No Spider-Man for me either. Spider-Woman, issue number 9. Sadly, it is a crossover also. But I just love this book. I love the way it's written. It's been hilarious and smart and funny and all kinds of good stuff. So keep picking it up. Don't read any of the Star Wars stuff, as I'm sure I've mentioned before. No Star Wars for me. And there's a lot of it. Not getting Thunderbolts. Or Totally Awesome Hulk. True Believer stuff. I'm assuming the True Believer stuff is reprints. Yeah, reprints. So you can go back and check stuff out if you want to. The Ultimates. Oh, man, I don't know. The Ultimates race against time to stop the foretold coming of Macronaut. Really. But behind the scenes, the crack in the Ultimate super team is widening, and Thanos isn't the only one waiting for his moment to strike. And I'm done. I don't need a Civil War tie-in as much as I want to really love Ms. America. She's not in it enough to make it worth the read for me, so I am dropping it. Right here, right now, I am done. Uncanny Inhumans. Yeah, I know. Inhumans taking on the invincible Iron Man. Maximus the Mad enters into the fray to make matters worse. Yeah, this is a good time to be done. Thank you, Civil War, for interrupting another storyline with your silliness. You are saving me some money. And of course, I for sure will be picking up this. It is probably one of my favorite comics right now. Here Lies the Vision. May God have mercy on his soul. I'm not even going to read what it says it's about. What the storylines got going on. It has been nothing but brilliant, so I am definitely picking it up. One of my favorite comics, and no Lost World for the second or third month in a row. So clearly, Weird World. So clearly, Weird World got canceled, and they just didn't tell us yet that's what was happening. So there we go. I better check out Valiant because I think the Faith book starts up, and I've been told at my household I need to pick up the Faith book. We'll check out some comments. Getting along the way. What do we got? No, I'm not picking up Moon Knight. I should have, right? I should have picked it up from the very beginning, but I couldn't. I couldn't find those initial issues because I didn't order it. So, it is what it is. So I'll be reading it in trade as far as that goes. No, I did not miss Doctor Strange. I did pick it up. Yeah, if I was smart, I would be dropping everything that has a Civil War tie until it's done. But some stuff I just want to keep in my collection, so I am going to keep hanging on to it. So, anyway, like I said, I'm going to look at the Valiant stuff real quick. Some of the Valiant stuff actually looks really interesting. This whole 4001 AD thing looked kind of cool, but it was the middle of some event, is what it seemed to me like, from what I could gather of it. And of course, I just am not into events, so no. So this will be a quick scroll through. The only really Valiant stuff I've ever bought was Shadow Man. I got Shadow Man for a while, but it was okay. But they just felt like they couldn't actually pull the trigger on completing a storyline. So, Faith ongoing. So Jody Hauser, same writer is writing it. Perry Perez is doing the art on it. So I'll be getting it. Well, I had my microphone muted so you wouldn't hear me sneezing, but clearly I didn't get it all done. Look at that. That faith, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 different covers, it looks like, of faith number 1. Holy cows. Talk about overload. At any rate. So I'm getting it, but I'm not getting any of theirs. All righty. We're going to move on to the others. Boy, my ordering is going to be done really quickly. Those bundles from the DC stuff made it pretty easy. But we're going to go down here to Aftershock Comics. Boy, I can't speak. Because, well, it has been really good. They've had some really good comics. Oh, May special. Try all 2 new different Aftershock issues for 45% off in this bundle. Which new issues are those? Captain Kidd number 1 and Lifespanners number 1. Both of which I have no interest in. So I'm going to pick up American Monster number 5. It's kind of starting to pick up. There's aspects of it I'm interested in. So what the heck? It's just money, right? I'll keep picking it up for a little while longer. I am not picking up Captain Kidd, like I said. Not reading the Dreaming Angles. Second printings of Insects. I will get issue number 7 of it. It is such a strange book. Would have no way of describing it or talking about it. But, yeah, I keep getting it. Replica. I don't know. Did it end? Is it ending? There's first trade, or are we going to see more of it? I don't know. I did like it, though. I'm pretty sure I did not pick up the Revisionist, but I am definitely getting Second Sight. Unfortunately, there's no cover for you to see there, but I'm picking it up. It has just been good stuff. And that is it for Aftershocks comics. Scroll down here to Black Mask. I started picking up the Jade Street Protection. Oh boy. Been picking up the Jade Street Protection book. Got the first one. I'm getting issue number 2. Just to check out some stuff by Black Mask. I've never purchased anything by them. Just see what some of their stuff is like. So yeah. Scroll down here. I think the next thing I want to look at is Heavy Metal Magazine. I don't know. You know, there's the Paybacks number 1. And I don't know if I want to pick that up. I haven't read the trade yet, so I don't know that I'm gonna pick that up. Legendary Comics. I always check it over just to see what's there because it did have some good stuff in it. Go down here to Oni Press because they have some stuff I really like too. What is this? Brick number 1, not final cover. Drew is a bullied kid in Yonkers neighborhood of New York City whose family faces encroaching violence from the Russian gangsters. Before his beloved grandfather is killed in an attempt to muscle the family out of the neighborhood, he's able to pass down to Drew the story of the mysterious but dangerous protector who helped their people during other troubled times. Oh, of course, it's a Golem story, right? When Drew finds his grandfather kept the secret to creating a Golem, is it worth the risk to summon the supernatural avenger to take on the all-too-human darkness swallowing his world? Urban fantasy tale of power and mortality from writer Adam Glass, Mike Brenson, amazing new illustrator Hardwin Sai, and colorist Galzo Durant, who colors The Bunker. No, I'm going to give that a miss. Not a big Glass fan. The Bunker, I'm definitely picking up The Bunker. It's coming to an end soon, if this isn't the end. And it has been an awesome, awesome ride. So I'm definitely picking it up. Certainly picking up Exodus, The Life After also. It has been great. It's going to be coming to an end soon. But the two creators in the book are going on to do something else also after this. So that will be cool too. I'm not an Invader Zim reader, so I can skip over that. Letter 44. Continue to read it. It's just a fascinating read on this whole take on stuff. I'm not sure how much longer this book is going to go on. There is a planned end to it. I know that, but when's that going to be for sure? I do not know. So I'll be picking that up. And of course, there's no more Sixth Gun to pick up because it is all out and done by the time this thing comes out for ordering. Just lots of great trades if you haven't been reading that. And I believe that is it. That is it. That's all. It's all. It's hardly anything. So that being said, I'll look back here at the comments. The Payback, that is new issues. That's new issues because the book moved to heavy metal. Yeah. So so anyway, that's it. That's my order. I got my comic books ordered, so I'll be getting them paid out and have them come to me. It's kind of interesting. So, like I said, this is a really light month as far as independent work goes. I think this will be. I think I'm going to swing back to having more. I will have more. Oh, spit it out, Travis. I will have more superhero books than I will independent books. And as Brandon just said, I need to go back and make sure that I've got both bundles. There they are. There's the DC bundle 1 and DC bundle number 2. So they are both there. Thank you, Brandon, for pointing that out to me. It seems like when I do these on-hair hangouts, I always miss something and somebody comes back and saves me at some point. So anyway, there's my comics. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the DC stuff. I'm still hopeful that that's all going to end up being a cool thing, and those will be some fun comics and whatnot. And I don't know how long Discount Comic Book Service is going to do that bundle. I'll start reading. Y'all get, I think, at least like 3 issues of most of the books before I have to, I'll get a sense of what's there. Then I can really know what do I enjoy or not enjoy. And then I can start deciding whether or not that bundle is going to continue to be a good deal, or if there really are so few comics that I'm actually that interested in that the bundle's not that good of a deal anymore. But yeah, I figured that'll be a while, and I don't know how long they'll run the bundle. I'm hoping they run it for a long time. The Vertigo bundle they've been running for months and months now. They just keep adding new things to it. So we'll see how the DC stuff works. I figure the DC stuff, the bundle is going to work. They're going to keep putting the bundle out as long as they have the return on it that they do. Because I know that there's some sort of incentive that DC is putting out where books are returnable. So there's less risk to the retailer. And Discount Comic Service is a retailer, just like anybody else. And clearly they have overbought on some books in the past because, like those clearances on the Convergence stuff, where now they're selling the comics that some of you all paid full value for. They're selling them for 35 cents. So yeah, so clearly they overcharge it. I mean, they overbuy in some places. So that puts them at less risk, so they can offer those bundles longer, I would guess. But I know people who normally buy stuff from their local comic book store are, during the beginning of this whole DC stuff, are getting their books through Discount Comic Book Service instead, because of the value that's there to decide what they really want to read and what they don't. And once they establish what they want to read, then they'll start getting it from the local comic book store again. Of course, that means that their local comic book store is kind of put in a lurch early on because they don't have, they don't have the luxury of having you buy from them. But anyway, just briefly looking over the price tag of my comics this time around that I'm about ready to order. and it is about $40 short of what it has been the last couple of months. So I'm thinking that's probably almost $40 worth of independent books that aren't out this month, would be my guess, along with some savings from the Marvel stuff, clearly, right? But anyway, thanks for tagging along, everybody, and anybody who watches this after the fact. I don't know how exciting this thing is to watch after the fact, but if you do, thanks a lot. If I missed something, you notice I missed something, leave it in the comments. Let me know. That way I can go back and make sure I get it on my list. If it's something I truly did miss, or you think I'm nuts because I'm not picking up something that's on there, let me know. And let me know why. Why I'm nuts for not picking something up. You may be able to sway me. Who knows? With that said, have a wonderful evening, and I'm sure I'll be back. For those people watching day to day, I'll be back tomorrow. My comics should be here, and then the day after that will be Comic Book Roundtable. So until then, have a great night, everybody.